Scumbling is another way of blending a surface that has already got paint on it, so you can get a transition. It looks like it's a wet into wet situation, but it really was dry. What you do is you use a semi-opaque painting layer over top of it. It could be a dry brush or it could just be a skipped area, and you modify it by putting values over top of it. Typically in scumbling you're working a light color over a dark. I'm not quite sure what the difference between sfumato and scumbling is. In my research they seem to be very much alike, but scumbling seems to be more about when you have a light color moving to a dark transition. So let's say I have a yellow area here, so I'm adding a light color. And I'm going to make this fairly opaque. And what I want to do is transition this into the dark slowly so it looks like it's as if it's blended. So I'm going to start using a drier brush. My paint's drying up on my brush. If I have too much on here in a minute, I'll just take my rag and pull some more color off of it. But I want it to be kind of subtle. And what you're getting is this kind of skip technique. Dry my brush off a little bit here. You're getting kind of a skip technique where you're seeing the lower color through. If you have an edge somewhere that's too strong, you can do this without having to repaint both surfaces. And because it's a dry brush, you're seeing through the transparency of the dry brush as it transitions to the next layer. Now, in a few minutes we're going to talk about scumbling as a foliage technique, which is what I always referred to as scumbling before some recent research. There are some videos that I've posted in this document that you can see some other explanations of scumbling and some other artists doing the same thing. But you're going to get this transition so it looks like you've blended two colors together. And it's because this area is so dry, so much dry brush and so little paint. What you're doing is you're seeing through the yellow. So that's scumbling. Scumbling is pretty much sfumato, except for it's a light color going over a dark color.